Hello, everyone. I don't know whether you've been following the story that has been breaking on a particular property called Landmark Property. I think there are beaches in Lagos where the government has given them notice to leave that place, that they're going to destroy the place because now the government wants to do this coastal road along the coast. I think I've done a video a long time ago where I spoke about the fact that we have, is it 600 something kilometers of coastal, um uh how do they call this thing now, coastal fronts in Nigeria, because in other countries all these beachfront properties, they are always very expensive the way they make it, but the ones we have in Nigeria is accumulation of debt. And so you have this person, this investor came into Nigeria, to build this beach, put in a lot of money. I think he said about, is it $10 million, about over 6 billion naira, that they used to do so many things in this particular property. And then guess what? Government just wants to destroy it now, because now the government is thinking they want to do a road there. What kind of a country are we? You want to destroy somebody's investment that they are employing so many people, where they said millions of people come to that beach, both in Nigeria and those that are coming from abroad, a whole lot. You just want to destroy it just like that. Even if you have a plan to build that road, this coastal road you want to plan, what stops you from tweaking it and leaving that place and getting, at least build it around that property instead of just this destruction? And he just got a notice, 2 weeks notice. Hey, and they are looking for investors that will come. They think investors don't read these things, investors don't see this thing, where somebody will sit down, we eat food, we be, sometimes you overeat, you sleep, wake up on the other wrong side of the bed, and then you begin to make whatever loss you want to make there, and they affect people's lives, people's investment, things that people have to put together for years. Can you just imagine that? Let me do, this is CNN Africa. It says Nigeria wants a road to rival the Pacific Coast Highway. A prime Lagos beach resort stands in the way. That's the heading they put it. And it says, when Lagos state authorities notified Nigerian business mogul Paul Onwanibe in late March that he had 7 days, I think I just said 2 weeks, 7 days, 7 days to leave his multi-million-dollar beach resort so it could be torn down. He thought it was April Fool's Day hoax come early. Onwanibe, 58, was told in a government letter that his landmark beach resort, a top-tier destination visited, he says, by about 1 million local and foreign visitors last year, had to be removed as it falls within the right-of-way of a planned 700-kilometer coastal highway designed to link the former capital city to Calabar, a port city near the border with Cameroon. Onwanibe told CNN he had obtained the land in 2007, before the plans for the coastal highway were drawn up, and felt a mix of emotions after receiving the demolition order, which also urged him to file compensation claims. One was amazement, second was concern, and the third one was, is this real, or is this an April Fool's Day prank in advance? Onwanibe leads Landmark Group, a real estate developer and key player in Nigeria's tourism and hospitality industries. The group's leisure beach, listed among Nigeria's best 7 beaches in 2023 by the Lonely Planet Travel Guide, is a lucrative part of the 13-hectare mixed-use landmark site along the Atlantic Ocean beachfront in Lagos' affluent Victoria Island. The beach resort and other sections of the landmark site on the coastal right-of-way are built to be pulled down, a government notice seen by CNN states. Valued at over $200 million, according to Onwanibe, The landmark site is home to over 80 businesses and provides more than 4,000 direct jobs. It also generates over 2 billion naira, 1.5 million in annual tax revenue, the company said. Approval for the new coastal road was given on February 27 by the federal authorities, according to presidential aide Temitope Ajayi. He said on X that the superhighway, when completed, will enter the world record books among iconic coastal routes like the Wide Atlantic Highway in Ireland and the Pacific Coastal Highway in the United States. The first part of the 1.06 trillion naira, about 841 million plus highway will be built in Victoria Island. The superhighway will run through a total of 9 coastal states in Nigeria, Ajayi added, and we have 5 lanes on each side of the dual carriageway and a train track in the middle, as well as spurs linking up with the northern Nigeria. Environmentalists say that while the coastal road project would bolster the economy, it also poses environmental problems. It is undeniable that the road construction will bring about significant impacts such as destruction of wetlands, forests, and various habitats, said Lagos-based water and environment consultant Similade Adeodun. Activities like landfilling and dredging along the coastal areas also raised concerns, he told CNN. CNN has contacted Lagos State Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development for comment on the coastal right-of-way and the consultation process involved. A blessing and a curse. Born in the United States, Nwanube says he shut down his investment abroad in 2007 to focus on ventures in Africa due to the continent's economic prospects. He commended the planned coastal project for connecting vital regions of the country, but feared it came at a steep cost for tourism in Lagos and posed a threat to foreign direct investment into the country if Landmark Beach is eventually torn down. People who bring in money to make cities like this effective will be very concerned with the proposed demolition of the beach resort. It will pose a huge threat to inward investment into the state and, most importantly, pose a threat to people who are already in the state trying to do things. He told CNN the demolition of the beach will be an enormous loss, with millions of dollars of borrowed money already spent on developing the resort. We spent about 80 and 90 million dollars developing this ecosystem, and 1/3 of that was spent on the beach. So all that which we are still paying loans on will disappear. Onwanube said foreign and local investors in Landmark Group were now threatening to pull out if the beach resort, which includes a mini golf course, a beach soccer field, as well as a volleyball and basketball court, is removed. Without the beach, the entire ecosystem is at risk and is severely damaged, he said, adding, I've had widespread panic calls from my international and local investors, as well as local debtors providers threatening to pull the plug as they think this is material to our survival as a business. It's just a really long read. I was thinking I was just going to quickly, it's such a long read, and it's really sad, what Nigeria has turned out to be. This is what happens when there's no rule of law, when you have people who don't care about the country in offices, people who think they can do and undo and nothing will be done to them. This is all it. And anyone that is thinking about investing in Nigeria will be looking at things like this and having second to third thoughts, because how do you allow yourself to just be in this kind of position? It's really crazy, honestly. Sometimes some things that happen in Nigeria, you just don't even have the words. Thank you for watching.